While you might think mobile games look simple, they're quietly bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars per year. And as someone who likes to make money using AI, I decided I want to take down this billion-dollar industry in just one day using only my Claude subscription. And I'm going to be giving you guys the transparent view on how I research, pick out the addictive parts of games I find, and then bring them together to build a multi-million-dollar app idea. And let me know in the comments if you guys think it actually turns out good, because I can publish it in the App Store and see if it actually can bring in millions of dollars. And to start this, I'm going to keep it very simple. I split it into inspiration, addictive aspects, and then game ideas. So I'm going to go hunt for some inspiration. Okay, so I just found a couple things. I'd say inspiration's probably done for now. Just to show you guys some specifics, I think a game like this here, where you can move a player back and forth and add points to it and then defeat a boss at the end, super simple, works well. Same thing with this style where you swipe back and forth and you shoot crates and enemies. And then we have these swipe games. These are kind of boring, so I probably wouldn't do a game like this. And then this is a classic ad game where you just go out, hunt, and then bring it back to a base. And finally, just threw in Subway Surfers here. So I'm thinking I really want a game where you can just swipe back and forth. I think it's super clean and simple. But now it's about figuring out how I'm going to make it addictive and then what the game ideas are going to look like. Alright guys, for an update on where we're at, for the addictive aspects, we need level ups. I think adding cosmetics is smart, and then having an infinite loop where it just goes on forever and there's a bunch of levels, as well as being easy to play, like just swiping back and forth, are going to be perfect for making a game that can kill it. And then for the game idea, I want to make a swiper game with an archer. That's super simplified, but here in ChatGPT, I gave it an inspiration picture and I gave it a big list of instructions here. So I'm going to send this in and I'll get the full game specs when this is done. All right, so chat gave us our prompt back, and this is genuinely the longest prompt I've ever seen. And so I have Opus 5 here. I'm going to throw this on Ultra Code and then shoot this in. All right, so Claude's been generating for the last 15 minutes or so and actually working on some models, but I just wanted to ask if you guys could please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot because I'm spending all of my money to make these challenges possible. All right, guys, so after about an hour and a half, the game is finally done. It looks like we have a few tabs here. There's an upgrade tab. If I go back, I can see all of the worlds this game offers so far. And then we have a shop here. I think there's definitely a lot of work that needs to be done here, but I think this will improve a lot in our next generation. If I click play here, let's see how this does. All right, it's frozen. Let me fix that. Okay, I had to restart the game, but just looking at this map already, I think this is super solid for a start. It looks like these doors give us some upgrades here. Now we have 3 archers. The only issue I really see is that none of the doors hurt me. And usually in these games, the doors hurt you, and there's things in the map you actually have to avoid. In terms of the actual map, I don't love how it looks. I think it's trying to be a little bit too complex here, and the models just don't really fit a theme. And so I just want to make this a lot simpler and more fun feeling. And it looks like at the end, there's some kind of challenge I have to do here. So let's see what happens once I hit this finish line. Okay, so we're at the finish line. There's a target distance, and it is not in my range. So I'll try my best, but I don't think it matters. I'm pretty sure it's going to be too short. Okay, too short. I think the game froze here, so I'm going to make those fixes, and I'll see you guys when it's done. Okay, so I'm back in Claude, and I gave it some actual inspiration pictures because I wanted to base the actual game design on reality here. And I gave it a pretty long prompt about fixing the UI and telling it that I attached some inspiration I wanted to copy, and then telling it to rely on the Higgs field for the 3D models and the actual user interface within the app. So I'm going to send this in. All right, guys, Claude is finally done, and this UI already looks much, much better. I honestly don't mind this new colorway, but I think we need some real images because there's a lot of placeholders like that in our upgrades here. We just have some placeholder icons that just don't look interesting. And then in the world here, these images up here need to be the actual map, but let's see what it made for the map and the new character. Okay, honestly, I like this a lot better. The only issue I have is these characters and these gates look like the same style, but the rest of the map just feels completely separated. And so I think my next strategy is going to be fixing the actual map, and I think making it less complex. Looks like I died here, out of hearts. Let's click retry. At least now it doesn't lag me out. Also, a big issue, whenever I let go of the WASD keys, it glitches my character to the middle of the map. So I need to fix that. I'm going to fix up the surrounding map area, and then I think I'm going to revamp the UI one more time, and I think we should be in a pretty good place. Okay, back in Claude, and just for full transparency on what I'm doing here, I gave it another inspiration picture, and I essentially said the new players and the new gates look good, but the map and the actual app's UI looks terrible, and I gave it some specific directions on how I can fix it, so I'm going to send this in. Alright guys, after genuinely 2 hours, the next version's done, and I'm already liking this a lot. It has a cool kind of retro feel to it. Really interesting. We actually have the map here, the levels, and I guess the new worlds are coming soon. A little shop area. Not too bad. It looks like I can afford this. I'll buy this. Now we have the Royal Archer. Okay. Go back to home and let's click play. Wow. This is insane. Looks like the whole map got completely revamped. And I think this new map really fits the vibe of the characters. I guess my only critique, and this is nitpicking, is like the floor here. I don't really love this rock design. I think something simpler would probably make more sense. But these gates, super cool in my opinion. Kind of the arches they have. The character is still the same, but I think really fitting for this map. I guess the test now, we'll see what happens once I make it to the end. But in terms of the final changes I want to make is, I think I'm going to try to fix these ground pieces, and then I'm going to fix the challenge at the end to be more interesting. It looks like we have to stop and hold. Okay. All right, not bad. The only problem is there's no arrow. Let's see if it freezes now. Really cool. So it actually doesn't freeze the game. Chase the stars. I can replay it, go back to the home. Yeah, so I think this is honestly very solid. I'm going to go in and just do another map fix for this game. But if you guys want to try this out, join the Discord down in the description, and I attach the game files completely for free. Alright guys, just so you can learn with me as I'm prompting here, I want to show you the best strategy I found is saying building a low poly game, because Claude does very well with simple shapes. And then for this game specifically, I said add a lot of archers and make bigger hordes of enemies, because it just feels a lot more interesting and action-packed. And then I said add blue sky with clouds and a nice shader pack, because this just makes the setting look super clean. And then finally Higgsfield, which is an image and 3D model generator. I said it can access it and use all my credits if it needs to make this map look insane. Alright guys, after a long time, Claude is finally finished, and this looks really good. I actually have some tokens here, so let's just click upgrade on a couple of these things. We got worlds, super clean. Let's click play and see how it looks. Yo, this is insane. This almost feels like Wii Sports a little bit, but I'm actually super impressed with how it made this. We have these guys carrying the stars now. Let's try to get this quick. I don't want to die here. Okay, so we got 1 star. This is super impressive. I'm really happy with how this came out. We got a lot of arrows coming out now. And just a quick side note, for any of you guys interested in making money developing games using AI, I just started a school community where you can meet with like-minded people and see all the latest prompts and tools I'm using. In addition, I'm also going to be attaching all the prompts I use to make the games in my videos. So make sure you guys check that out. Okay, so we're nearing the end here. I can see a big target off in the distance, but I'm very curious to see how it actually made the ending look. Okay, we'll see what happens here. I'm about to be at the target. I assume we're gonna have to time something. Yep, okay. So we just need to time this up. Okay, not too bad. Animations look really good. Okay, awesome. That is amazing. Really happy with how this turned out. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.